Have you ever wondered if begging someone to remain in your life can make you truly happy? Will it really get you the love and respect you deserve? The answer is clearly no. Begging someone to stay is not just unhelpful, it's actually bad for you. Remember, you shouldn't make someone a priority when they only see you as an option. You deserve to be treated with love and respect, and you shouldn't have to beg anyone for it. Maya Angelou hit the nail on the head when she said, "Never beg for love when all you are to them is an option." In today's world, love and relationships can often seem complicated and elusive. The pressure to find and keep love can lead to actions and behaviors that feel forced and unnatural. But what if we approached love differently? What if, instead of begging for affection or forcing connections, we allowed love to unfold naturally in harmony with the principles of Stoicism? Stoicism, an ancient Greek philosophy, teaches us to focus on what we can control and to let go of our anxieties about what we cannot. In this video, we will uncover how Stoic teachings can guide us in understanding the nature of love, why we should never chase affection desperately, and how to create space in our lives for love to flourish naturally. We'll explore practical Stoic strategies to enhance our emotional independence, respect our own value, and allow relationships to evolve organically, aligned with the virtue of wisdom. Before we begin our journey into ancient wisdom, please take a moment for a small but meaningful task. In the comments below, type, "I respect my worth," as we prepare to explore the transformative powers of these sacred ingredients. Together, let's embrace the healing and enlightenment that awaits us. I challenge you to watch until the end of the video and not miss out on any of the lessons. Each of the 10 insights we share holds crucial values that could transform how you view and live your life. Pay special attention to Lesson 8. It will offer a new perspective on love and self-esteem that is too significant to overlook. 1. Understand and practice Stoic love. Stoic love isn't about holding on tight, it's about letting go with kindness and care. A great Stoic, Seneca, once said, "Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness." This quote captures the essence of Stoic love, which is about showing kindness and good wishes to others without expecting anything in return. It teaches us that real love is about giving freely and caring for others, not about what we get back. Stoic love is different from the love we often see in movies or read about in books. It doesn't demand that others act a certain way or return our feelings. Instead, it focuses on being kind and supportive, no matter the outcome. For example, if a friend is going through a tough time, you offer your support and understanding, not because you expect them to owe you later, but because it's the right thing to do. Or in a relationship, you might choose to be patient and understanding of your partner's needs and feelings, even if they're different from your own. This approach can lead to healthier and more genuine relationships. By practicing Stoic love, you learn to appreciate people as they are, not as you want them to be. This helps reduce disappointment and conflict caused by unmet expectations. It also fosters a sense of peace and acceptance in your relationships. Incorporating Stoic love into your life can transform the way you interact with others. It allows you to build relationships based on respect, kindness, and genuine affection. As you practice this form of love, you'll find that you respect your worth even more because you're not chasing validation or affection. Instead, you're offering something valuable to others, your kindness and respect, freely given. Remember, when you respect your worth, you allow love to flow naturally into your life, just as it should. Embrace Stoic love and see how it changes your relationships and enhances your self-respect. 2. Use wisdom in choosing companions. Choosing the right friends and partners is like picking teammates for a game. You want to make sure they're the kind who will play fair, support you, and help you win at life. There's a saying by the Stoic philosopher Epictetus that goes, "Keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best." This means you should spend time with people who make you better, who encourage you to do good things, and who bring out the best in you. Why is this important? When you choose friends and partners who have good qualities, you're more likely to develop those good qualities yourself. For example, if you hang out with someone who is always honest and kind, you might find yourself being more honest and kind too. On the other hand, spending time with someone who is always negative or dishonest can start to bring you down. You might not notice it at first, but over time, it can change how you act and feel. In relationships, whether they are friendships or romantic ones, the people you choose to be around can have a big impact on your life. Think about a friend who always cheers you on when you try something new, or a partner who listens carefully when you talk about your day. These relationships feel good and are good for you. However, not all relationships are healthy. If you find yourself feeling bad after spending time with someone, or if someone keeps treating you poorly, it might be time to think about whether this relationship is right for you. Remember, you deserve to be treated well and with respect. It's important to, I respect my worth. And part of that is making wise choices about the people you let into your life. Choose companions who respect you and help you grow. When you do, you'll find yourself happier and more successful in all areas of your life. 3. Reflect regularly on your relationships. Reflecting on your relationships means looking closely at how they make you feel. Are you happier because someone is in your life? Do you feel supported and understood? For example, if you have a friend who always listens when you need to talk, this relationship is likely very positive. But if another friend often makes you feel bad or stressed, this might be a relationship to reconsider. Relationships are like gardens that need regular care and attention. It's important to stop and think about how each person in your life is affecting you. Marcus Aurelius, a famous Stoic philosopher, once said, "People exist for the sake of one another. Teach them then, or bear with them." This quote reminds us that our relationships should be meaningful and helpful. If they're not, we need to decide if we can improve them or if we should let them go. It's not just about cutting people out of your life. Sometimes it's about figuring out how you can make your relationships better. Maybe you need to talk more openly about your feelings, or perhaps you need to spend more time together. Other times, it might be best to spend less time with someone who doesn't treat you well. Remember, your self-worth is important. By regularly reflecting on your relationships, you respect your worth. You ensure that you're surrounded by people who respect and enhance your life. This doesn't mean you should expect perfection from everyone around you, but it does mean that you value yourself enough to choose relationships that are good for you. So, take some time to think about your relationships. It's a powerful way to respect and protect your worth, ensuring that the love and respect you give are returned. This way, you naturally attract and maintain healthier, more fulfilling relationships. I respect my worth isn't just a phrase. It's a commitment to yourself to cultivate the best possible connections in your life. 4. Self-respect in relationships. Do you ever feel like you're bending over backwards for someone who barely notices? You're not alone, but there's a better way to handle relationships. This thought brings to mind a powerful quote by the Roman philosopher Cicero. "Nobody can give you wiser advice than yourself." This quote is a reminder that deep down, we know what's best for us. In relationships, respecting your own worth means listening to that inner voice. When you value yourself, you set standards for how you should be treated, and you're less likely to settle for less than you deserve. Imagine you're in a friendship where you're always the one making plans, reaching out and offering support, but it's never reciprocated. It feels one-sided, right? This is a common example where self-respect needs to come into play. By setting boundaries and expressing your needs, you show that you respect your worth. If the other person values the relationship, they will start putting in more effort. If not, it might be a sign that it's time to reconsider the friendship. In romantic relationships, self-respect might mean saying no to a partner who asks you to compromise your values or who treats you poorly. It's about knowing that you deserve someone who loves and respects you as much as you do yourself. Self-respect also involves forgiving yourself for past mistakes in relationships and allowing yourself to move forward with wisdom. It's about recognizing that you are growing and learning, and that you deserve to be with someone who understands and supports that growth. End your relationships with the mantra, "I respect my worth." This isn't just a saying, it's a commitment to yourself. It means walking away from those who diminish your value and embracing those who uplift you. Remember, in every interaction, you have the power to demand respect, promote your growth, and nurture your self-esteem. Let this be your guide in all your relationships. 5. Learn to let go. Sometimes holding on does more harm than good. This is especially true when it comes to relationships. As the famous saying goes, some of us think holding on makes us strong, but sometimes it is letting go. This quote is a powerful reminder from the Stoic philosophy that real strength isn't just about clinging to people or situations. It's also about having the courage to release them when they're no longer right for us. Letting go can be particularly relevant in relationships, where you might feel tempted to beg or forcefully maintain a connection. Stoicism teaches us that such actions disrupt our inner peace and self-respect. For instance, imagine you're in a relationship where you constantly feel the need to seek approval or change someone's feelings towards you. This can lead to frustration and resentment. Instead, embracing the act of letting go allows both parties to move forward in more fulfilling directions. Similarly, consider a friendship that has become one-sided. You might find yourself always available and giving, while the other person takes without giving back. Letting go in this situation doesn't mean you value the friendship any less. It means you are prioritizing your mental health and respecting your worth. Letting go is not about giving up. It's about understanding that controlling everything is impossible. It's about respecting your journey enough to let things unfold naturally. It's about making space in your life for new, positive experiences and relationships that align better with your values and needs. So, as you move forward, remember the mantra of this video: I respect my worth. Let this guide you to make decisions that honor your well-being, fostering relationships that come naturally and contribute positively to your life. Letting go isn't losing. It's gaining freedom, peace, and eventually, a love that respects and enriches you. 6. Cultivate emotional resilience. Have you ever felt scared of being alone or rejected? You're not alone in feeling this way, but learning how to handle these fears can change your love life for the better. The famous Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "He who suffers before it is necessary suffers more than is necessary. This quote is a powerful reminder that worrying about rejection or loneliness before it even happens only causes unnecessary pain. It means that if you're always scared of what might go wrong in relationships, you end up hurting even more. To build emotional resilience, start by facing these fears rather than avoiding them. For instance, if you're worried about someone not liking you back, instead of not asking them out, go ahead and do it. The worst that can happen is they say no, but you'll realize it's not the end of the world. This helps you become stronger emotionally and teaches you that you can handle rejection. Another part of emotional resilience is learning to enjoy your own company. Spend time doing things that make you happy and build your confidence. This shows you that your happiness doesn't depend on anyone else, which makes you less needy in relationships. It's also helpful to talk about your feelings with friends or family. Sharing what you're going through can make it feel less overwhelming and more manageable. They might even share their own stories and show you that everyone goes through tough times in love. Remember, building resilience takes time and practice, but it's worth it. Every step you take makes you stronger and more confident in handling whatever comes your way in relationships. End every day by reminding yourself, "I respect my worth." This simple mantra reinforces that you deserve to be loved naturally and without force. By respecting your worth, you attract the kind of love that respects you too. 7. Recognize the power of self-love. Loving yourself is the first step to happiness. As the famous quote by Lucius Annaeus Seneca goes, "If one does not know to which port one is sailing, no wind is favorable." This means that if you don't know your own worth and what you're aiming for, you won't be able to use the opportunities that life gives you. Understanding and embracing your own value is essential, not just in life, but especially in relationships. When you love yourself, you set the standard for how others should treat you. For example, if you respect and value your own time and feelings, you're less likely to stay in a relationship that makes you unhappy or unfulfilled. You'll know that you deserve someone who respects and values you just as much. This isn't about being selfish, it's about knowing what you need and not settling for less. In relationships, self-love acts like a guide. It helps you recognize when someone is right for you and when it's time to walk away. It also attracts the right kind of people, those who also respect themselves and can love you the way you deserve. People are drawn to confidence and genuine self-respect. Moreover, self-love helps you stay calm and clear-headed. When you truly love yourself, you don't rush into relationships out of loneliness or desperation. You wait for real, meaningful connections because you know you're worth it. Remember, every relationship starts with you. If you can't love yourself, it's hard to genuinely love someone else or to accept their love. So, start with building a strong foundation of self-love. Cherish your own company and know that you're enough. This way, you're not begging for love. You're inviting it into your life naturally. Embracing self-love not only improves how you see yourself, but also transforms your interactions with others. When you feel secure and valued in your own skin, you naturally project positivity and attract similar energies. People who are also self-loving recognize and gravitate towards your confidence and sincerity, making for more stable and enriching relationships. Consider how self-love impacts decision-making in relationships. With a strong sense of self-worth, you're more likely to make choices that reflect your values and desires, rather than merely pleasing others. For instance, you won't feel pressured to change your beliefs or habits just to fit into someone else's idea of a perfect partner. Instead, you'll seek partners who appreciate and celebrate your true self. Self-love also teaches resilience. Relationships will inevitably have their ups and downs, but when you love yourself, you're better equipped to handle conflicts and setbacks. You understand that your value doesn't decrease based on someone's inability to see your worth. This mindset helps you recover from heartbreak and disappointment with a clearer perspective and stronger heart. Furthermore, self-love fosters independence within a relationship, which is crucial for its health and longevity. By maintaining your individuality, you contribute a unique perspective and vitality to the relationship, which keeps it dynamic and growing. It also ensures that you don't lose yourself in the process of being with someone else, which is essential for your overall well-being. To sum up, start each day by affirming your value and nurturing your well-being. Engage in activities that enrich your soul and help you grow. The love you cultivate within yourself sets the tone for all the relationships you will ever have. Remember, a well-loved self can love others profoundly and attract genuine, lasting relationships. And as you continue on your journey of self-love, keep this powerful reminder close to your heart. I respect my worth. This simple mantra can guide you through life's challenges and lead you toward meaningful and satisfying relationships where love comes naturally and without force. 8. Value independence over attachment. Have you ever noticed how people who seem happy on their own often attract healthy relationships? There's a powerful reason behind this. As the famous philosopher Epictetus once said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life." This idea is crucial when we think about love and relationships. Epictetus's quote teaches us that true freedom comes from being independent, being okay on our own. When we don't depend heavily on others for our happiness or sense of worth, we experience a kind of freedom that's very attractive. This doesn't mean we don't want or need relationships. It means we enter them because we want to, not because we feel incomplete without someone else. Imagine a person who enjoys their hobbies, spends time with friends, and pursues personal goals. They're not waiting around for someone to fill up their life. It's already full. Now, compare this to someone who constantly feels the need to be in a relationship, often feeling anxious or unhappy when they are alone. The first person naturally attracts others because they bring a sense of stability and joy that is infectious. Being independent and valuing your own company allows relationships to form more naturally. You're more likely to attract someone who respects and likes you for who you are, not just because you need each other. This leads to healthier and more balanced relationships. Remember, valuing independence over attachment doesn't mean you avoid close relationships. It means you approach them from a position of strength and self-respect. You know you're whole on your own, and anything else is a bonus, not a necessity. So, let's embrace our individuality and independence. When you respect your worth, you allow love to come into your life naturally, without force, without desperation. I respect my worth isn't just a mantra. It's a way of life that leads to true, lasting relationships. 9. Steadfast patience. Have you ever planted a seed and watched it grow? It starts tiny, but with the right amount of water, sunlight, and time, it turns into a beautiful plant. Love is quite similar to that seed. It needs patience to grow and blossom. Patience isn't just waiting. It's maintaining a good attitude while waiting. As the famous Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future." Seneca's words resonate deeply when applied to relationships. He isn't suggesting that we forget about the future or ignore planning. Instead, he encourages us to find joy in the present moment and not let our happiness depend too much on what might happen next. This idea is crucial in love and relationships, because when we focus too much on future possibilities, we might rush things and miss the beauty of the now. For example, consider a young couple excited about their future together. They might be tempted to rush through important milestones, moving in together, getting engaged, or starting a family, without truly enjoying the time they spend learning about each other. By embracing steadfast patience, they can deepen their relationship, understanding each other's hopes, fears, and dreams, which leads to a stronger, more enduring bond. Patience also plays a vital role when things aren't going perfectly. Relationships inevitably face challenges, and it's easy to get frustrated when things don't work out as planned. Patience teaches us to take a step back, assess situations calmly, and approach problems with a mindset geared towards resolution rather than conflict. For instance, if one partner is going through a stressful time at work, the other partner's ability to be patient and supportive can make all the difference, allowing the stressed partner to navigate their challenges without feeling pressured at home. Moreover, patience is crucial when learning to love oneself. Before expecting love from others, it's important to develop a strong sense of self-love and acceptance. This process is not quick. It requires self-reflection, accepting one's flaws, and celebrating one's strengths. When individuals rush into relationships without this foundation, they might find themselves dependent on others for happiness, which is neither healthy nor sustainable. In a broader sense, patience helps us understand that not all worthwhile things are immediately attainable, and that some of the best aspects of life come to those who wait. This understanding can free us from the urgency of finding someone to be with, allowing us to enjoy personal growth and pursue interests that make us well-rounded and fulfilled individuals. In a world that constantly pushes us towards quick results and instant gratification, steadfast patience in love is a refreshing approach that builds lasting relationships. It teaches us that waiting is not just about letting time pass, but about growing and learning while we wait. As we conclude, remember the mantra, "I respect my worth." Even when alone, embracing patience empowers us to develop a strong, independent sense of self, which in turn makes our future relationships healthier and more balanced. So, in your journey of love, let patience be your guide. Take the time to nurture your relationships and yourself, and watch how beautifully things unfold when you give them the time they deserve. This approach will not only enhance your relationships, but will also lead to a more joyful and content life. Then, focus on giving rather than receiving. Sometimes, the secret to receiving is giving. This simple truth can transform the way we approach love and relationships. As the famous saying goes, it is more blessed to give than to receive. This wisdom suggests that the joy and fulfillment we seek in love often come more from what we put into relationships than what we take out. In practice, focusing on giving rather than receiving shifts our mindset from one of scarcity to abundance. When we give love, attention, and respect freely, we create an environment where these qualities can flourish and return to us. For instance, when a partner is having a tough day, offering a listening ear or a helping hand without expecting anything in return can strengthen the bond between you. This act of giving not only uplifts them, but also builds a deeper connection that is both rewarding and fulfilling. In friendships, this might look like being the friend who remembers birthdays and special occasions, or simply being there during hard times. These actions make friends feel valued and cared for, which naturally encourages them to reciprocate in their own ways. It's important to remember that giving should not be about manipulating outcomes or keeping score. True giving is selfless and done without expecting something back. This aligns with the Stoic philosophy of focusing on our actions and letting go of attachment to the results. So, let's embrace the power of giving. When we give freely, we not only enrich the lives of those around us, but also enhance our own inner peace and satisfaction. This approach aligns perfectly with the mantra, "I respect to my worth," reminding us that even when we are independent and self-reliant, our acts of generosity link us powerfully to others. By giving more, we invite natural and sincere connections into our lives, proving that we don't need to force love, it can flourish on its own. If you found value in these insights, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and click the bell icon to get notified about our latest content. We're here to support you on your journey to deeper, more meaningful relationships. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Let's discuss how Stoicism has influenced your approach to love and relationships. Join our community and let's grow together in wisdom and virtue. Thank you for watching, and remember, the art of love is not about having, it's about being.